Today you will see how greed breaks records of stupidity and how karma works more precisely than any radar. From fake pedestrians and actors on the hood to police who stage setups and a brave soul in a bear costume, everything is filmed by real cameras, without retakes and without mercy. This is a chronicle of instant karma on the roads and beyond. This is Eternity Lab, the laboratory of ever-relevant content. Eternity Lab. Full window tinting and an unpleasant manner of driving are sure signs of road scammers. Stay alert and start recording. It may provide you with priceless help. Number 1. Only wild animals dash onto the highway at night in a panic. People do it with the intention of hunting your wallet. Do not believe these tricks. We have it on video to prove it. He tripped over a little stone on his own. The main thing is, it was broad daylight all around and there were plenty of witnesses, including the dashcam. If road repairs do not mean a driving ban for someone, then a clarifying police patrol is on duty there, especially for them. Some people cannot just drive, they need to push someone's patience to the edge. First, he regularly taps your bumper like a woodpecker. Then, when he notices the dash cam, he decides to play the victim and turns on the hysterics. The guy is definitely not all there, but your camera will not give him a chance. There are always people who do not like to wait and want to outrun time everywhere. Then life explains to them that the impatient lose more. Go back to the beginning and repeat. Look how brazenly these setup artists act. Strangely, they did not notice they were being filmed. They could have saved their car from needless damage. Remember that a dash cam is your reliable witness, and fear nothing, because on your side there is also a community of those who punish setups. Here, TikTok is already showing that karma found these rats. There are many people who think they are the kings of the road. They can do anything, drive carelessly, stage setups, but only until the moment when karma reminds them that everyone must answer for everything. If it does not work the first time, why not try once again? A foolish tactic when the potential victim has a dash cam. Before you begin an attack, look who is in the car. Police officers do not like when people behave like that in front of them. The funniest thing is, the bully has nowhere to run. Apparently this guy lacks money for gas, so he decided to refuel from your budget, but he did not succeed. He ended up starring in a film about an unsuccessful setup. In a parking lot, you should drive slowly. That way you will have time to notice all the most interesting and useful things. Why is he rolling around on the ground if his bike is standing calmly, and he is safe and sound? The guy is rehearsing for admission to acting school and wants to squeeze a few bills. A motorcyclist angered pedestrians. Why did they decide that the strongest one is the angriest one? And the Oscar for Best Actor in the role of a street collision victim goes to a completely unknown actor who rehearsed for a long time, but no one will ever know his name or pay his fee. Eyes on the mirror. Lovers of active gesticulation on the road sometimes deprive themselves of comfort rather than make an impression. These guys are real servants of the devil, policemen who, instead of protecting drivers, staged road setups for compensation. No wonder that in the end the troop was exposed. I cannot even say whether they were real police or costumed imposters. If you are rude to representatives of authority, you will end up under arrest. Even your own car decided to let its owner know that waving your arms is not worth it. We remind you that cameras not only protect your business from theft, but also help fight fraud. This crazy lady on the road could indeed have been hurt, but if you are not guilty of anything, let the camera do all the work for you. Stay calm and do not forget about your own safety. No sudden movements. A camera is yet another reason for cyclists to obey the rules and not ride off the bike lane. He is taking rather foolish actions, even though the driver keeps saying that the camera has already recorded everything. A fight on the road in a Buddhist country never ends well. The universe awards blow for blow, only harder. Press the like button if you think that these games with an 18-wheeled truck fall under the definition of a mental hospital. If you meet crazy scammers on the road, do not react. Whatever gestures they show you from the window, karma will handle it. A ban on vehicles entering private property is also a matter of law. The owner acts tough, but without harming the uninvited guest. He simply removes what should not be on his land. You know we love good plot twists. Such collisions are what happen in the evenings, but the car owner did not lose his head and therefore did not join the ranks of those who fell victim to setups. You should not create an obstruction in the middle of the road. It will inevitably put everything in its place and give a good kick for learning. When sudden drowsiness covers you, an inventive pedestrian will wake you, someone who is not lazy about teaching you the right meditation. While the girl was indignant, the car that was not set on the handbrake did what a car without brakes should do on a slope. It rolled away. A classic case of scratches and dents on a door. Be careful when you open your car doors. It is likely that someone else's car is parked close, and the owner will be thrilled if you slightly touch it, because he will pounce on you with a claim over a scratch he acquired before you. You will start to prove that your opening door does not land on the old mark. You will start arguing, but why waste time and nerves? Just start filming everything, and then the swindler's energy will diminish. A little thief entered private property without thinking that trained dogs do not bark for nothing. The dog waited for direct evidence of breaking the law and forced the criminal to leave. This artist pretender should be fined the hourly pay of the emergency services for wasting their time. A woman with an angry face did not want to pay for pizza and decided to insult the staff. It is funny that she slipped precisely on her own rage. Hopefully, she did not break anything besides her pompous attitude. Drivers need to be especially careful and vigilant in winter because the city roads are as slippery as these characters. While they were busy sorting things out on the road, the car decided not to wait for the end of the fight and left the scene of the incident, creating a new one. He threw himself onto the hood and, for persuasiveness, decided to roll on the ground as well. All that remains is to add the right music and rhythm and count the rotations. He got so carried away with a fit of anger, unjustified in principle, that he received a reminder: treat people the way you want to be treated yourself, not like they are posts. For long-haul truckers, it is extremely important to stay in shape, keep calm, and know how to use the whole road. This setup did not work, but the situation was dangerous. A joyful descent delivered the hooligans straight into the strong hands of the police. Now they will take a ride to the station, where it will not be so fun. Judging by the dents and the cardboard that covers the cabin, it is obvious that auto setups are a daily routine for them, and the car is a tool of the trade. The main thing is to show that the time will be wasted. Friends, I have a camera, a witness, and another camera on my phone. Ciao. For those who practice such childish pranks in public places, let us remind you, nowadays all tech is equipped with built-in intelligence. The acting skills of this vile fraudster suggest that he was a complete loser in his youth as well. A bad performance. Rudeness is also a sin that is punished by instant karma. He wanted to insult the whole world, and he received an immediate response from the universe. Do not degrade yourself with vulgarity. For the first time, I see punishment for vandalism come so quickly. Apparently this hooligan was already wanted, and the moment of his last show arrived. Sometimes the setup hides behind you. It is good that a witness from above captured the real situation on camera, and the people on the street did not get confused and threatened to call the police immediately. The swindler had nothing left to do but deny and leave, but most likely they did not let him go that easily. Having decided to joke with a huge piece of cheese, this pseudo-athlete only made himself a laughingstock. The cheese pancake defeated him. Before us is an example of street parkour. He tried in vain because the camera caught him at the level of intention. You have to pay for everything, even for passing where it is not allowed. The barrier collected the payment it could. The film industry has long dreamed of bringing good dramas back to the screen. Here is a rather sluggish sample of a street setup with a pedestrian. Moreover, the hero was told that his screen test did not go very well. A classic version of stupidity and overconfidence, and fate itself tossed the tool of retribution into the offended party's hand. Even if the entire field is empty, a lousy driver will definitely find something to crash into. For those who do not follow the rule, no overtaking in a tunnel, there is a concealed police presence inside. It would have looked more or less plausible if the green light had not been on at that moment. Is it possible that the swindler is colorblind? In any case, the camera distinguishes colors, and that is indisputable. Water is also a roadway of sorts, but it is harder to follow traffic rules here. The lady tried to prove that the aquatic space belonged to her, and she almost proved it if not for Neptune's gesture. Then she was immediately shown that people are not fish. In China, even a grandmother with a suitcase has the potential to create her own sports reality show. Here, meet the most popular Chinese actress. An unlucky fraudster attempted numerous acts of street sabotage, but from the very beginning, her performance was doomed to fail. She must be pretty tired of falling. Someone wanted to stage an insurance incident at work. A fall from a stepladder would hardly have pulled a substantial payout. But as they say, all means are fair, as long as you do not have to work. Do not throw snowballs at the fire brigade, which has a pump and a hose. They will reach you. Those guys have long arms. Everyone in New York knows that this intersection is a little piece of the Wild West. It is a bread-winning spot for street setup artists. The main thing is not to fall for their performances. If someone was hindered by a dog on the road, you should not try to change this world. It will answer you back. Here is what is irritating about this swindler. He scratches other people's cars in order to blame passing drivers. The scheme is both dumb and complicated. Apparently not very profitable either. An unexpected and compact police escort cleared the road of an inconvenient participant in traffic. Like the swindler, we will also need a little time to grasp the irony of the situation. He fell right into the policeman's arm. A lesson in vanity. Here is a classic example of how not to win a race by underestimating your rivals. Just half a second of self-admiration and what a result. Not only you saw it, but the dash cam did as well. Therefore, it is useless to wave your arms, shout, and pour dirt on the driver. First, you need to look in your mirrors and only then change lane. Judging by the way he drives, the car has just been in an accident and apparently wants a second helping, most likely to write off its previous guilt on a newcomer. Now we have a costume show for the sake of insurance. A fraudster in the guise of a bear staging an attack. Do not argue on the road with someone bigger than you, stronger than you, and capable of taking immediate action. Remember the fable about the little mutt barking at the elephant. Here is its living embodiment. That is all for today. You are watching the Eternity Lab channel, the laboratory of ever-relevant content. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and check out our previous episodes.